Good morning, everybody. Look at all those pretty little emotes jumping around the screen.
Erica's my favorite emote.
Yeah, she's a good one. Happy Erica. Money Erica is also good.
I think that Erica needs to be changed to have the crazy in her eyes 24/7. I would like, out of any cat, I know you're going to pick Max, so you're not being asked this question.
Okay.
Out of any cat, I'd love to know what's going on in her brain the most, I think.
Lacey P, thank you very much for the resub.
Lacey?
Lacey's Pieces.
Honestly, because I think Erica does have something a little off in the brain.
Probably. Jen and Lisa, thank you very much for those 3 gifted subs each. Appreciate that.
But then I can get inside Caroline's brain and wonder why she's screaming all the time.
Yeah, she's a talker. But then if you got into John's brain, you would know what he's scared of all
And
the
I
time.
can tell him, stop.
Clean Pillows, thank you very much for resubbing. Almost at a year. Make sure you don't forget next month.
Oh no. I think I'm gonna get a pet psychic. Medium, whatever they are. The ones that can talk to them.
The
And
ones
they're
that
live.
tell you that they can talk to them.
They can.
Oh, can they?
What if we got a pet psychic and it was like Max actually hates Anthony
We would know it was lying.
and she just lays on him to try to kill him?
That's fine too. Who's in here taking off for their kid's birthday? Oh, Heather. My daughter's birthday is a week from today, so looking forward to a day out of the office. Celebrating 2, of course, but I'm looking forward to a day off.
Made by Erica has the same Dr. Soul sneakers I mentioned in What's Trending.
They look cool. They look like normal sneakers. They don't look like they're built for a 80-year-old, you know? Does your dad have matching sneakers?
No, my dad, well, my dad wears New Balance, probably Nike, and he wears a lot of like the loafer things with the little tassels.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the meme that's like, if your dad wore these shoes, you definitely have a sibling you don't know about? And it's those shoes.
Bihar, CMA come vacation on Florida Gulf Coast. Swim with a manatee. Come to Devil's Den and much more. I haven't been to the coast in a long time. Florida. Gulf Coast.
Oh.
I've been to the east side of Florida way more often. West I've only been to twice.
Well, where's my boob doctor? Not near the water.
I mean, not near the Gulf. You're closer to the Atlantic. I've been to Clearwater, Florida, which is in the Gulf, and I've been to Naples.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And we got some stuff on the list for you today.
Yes.
As we're going to be telling you until this whole thing is locked up and figured out, the group trip survey. We have over 100 people who have at least said they're interested.
150.
150?
But we have to get till 300.
Well, we don't have to get to 300. What?
Well,
Explain why.
The trip is like approved at this point.
Exactly.
Meaning like, hey, you have enough people that are interested. We can move forward, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But if we get to 300, it unlocks other itineraries. So we only have some that we can pick from right now.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And we get like other perks with like, basically it's like a travel agent.
What do you mean?
Like they can do more for us or with us if we hit 300.
Okay, but 150, I don't want to make it seem like we haven't done anything cool yet, because 150 is a lot of people to say we're at least interested in leaving the country possibly all together on the same day
of course
and doing the same thing.
Since
that is
when
pretty
do
cool.
you not want to get the highest thing you can get?
No, I do. That's cool.
All right,
That's cool too. Let's see. Mishrak said I was trying to click on the link yesterday, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh, wait, there is something off right there. That's not it's like not, see, your name's not clickable in the chat.
I'm never clickable, bitch. I don't even know what that means. Just sounds like something Megan Thee Stallion would say.
Let's see. If I do it. Okay, that one
Okay.
is fully clickable.
Let's see. Lenny from Queens is on a 30-day stream streak, which means he's been here on stream 30 days in a row.
That's
That is
cool.
pretty incredible. Yeah, so this trip that now that we do have the proper link in there, if anyone was having trouble with it yesterday or earlier today, you can hit that link. That will basically, it's non-committal. It's just saying, hey, I'm interested in this thing. Here's what my budget would be. Here's what I would like to do. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the trip, if it all goes down, will go down either April or May of next year, most likely. So spring of what?
February or March.
February, March? Oh, yeah. Of 2025. So hit that link. We'll see where that takes us all. What are you looking at, Carla Marie?
Sweet Eats by B.
What?
Sweet Eats by V just dropped 200 bits.
Well, thank you very much for that. Final day of our mystery box.
Oh, this is the end?
This is it. We have 3 packages left. And this is from Fun Delivered. I got a small one over here. You have two boxes.
I'm doing 2.
Huh?
You go first.
Okay. So Fun Delivered, they sent us one of their larger boxes. And the whole idea is they find like unclaimed mail. Where do they get it from? Like from the post office?
I guess. I don't know.
So somehow they legally acquire unclaimed mail.
They're not just stealing things. Imagine we found out they were just stealing things from doorsteps. They're
Then-
not doing that.
So, I mean,
I wanted to get them on the show and ask them all these questions.
okay, then what they do is they package it all up and you can buy a mystery box. So far we had a pair of, size 6.5 shoes?
Men's shoes.
Men's shoes.
Men's slides.
10.5 for those.
Women's bathing suit. I haven't tried it on yet, but it's my size.
Some SpongeBob plushies.
Yes. Camping chair and ottoman
And then a neon 1 and a neon 5.
light. Like, what are we doing with that?
And then we got those, the glittery tree things.
Those are in the car.
So let's see. Oh. Is
Marbles?
it an ornament, maybe? Maybe it's a gold chain. And then Carla Marie's got 2 much larger boxes behind her over there. Oh, is it? It's a padded envelope.
Yeah, it does sound broken.
What the heck
Yeah,
is
you
this?
should look for you sticking your hand in things.
What the heck is this? Oh, I feel like someone in your family would love this.
Oh my God, my sister would.
It's these are keychains.
My sister's
one
getting
is a donut
Wait, I
that
definitely.
has. Oh, this is what's her the Hello Kitty, the evil looking one.
Wait, I feel bad because I definitely watch TikTok videos where like people make these on their. And
So why do you feel bad?
Because it's a small business and their thing got lost.
Well, I mean I don't know what to tell you. So this is like a donut looking one. It's very cute. If anyone wants this, let us know. And then this one, I guess Carla Marie is going to give to one of her sisters.
Wait, no, I'm gonna give them all to my sisters.
Oh, both of these?
Yeah.
They want the donut one too?
Oh my God, she'll die. This is for my sister's birthday.
Okay, and then this one
No one
has
does it.
another character in there.
Becky, fine, I'll send you one.
There you go.
Becky, DM me.
Kuromi or Karami
Maybe I'll send you both.
is the name of the character. Because then explain the character that's in the cup. It's like a little dinosaur looking guy, right?
It's a whale.
A whale?
Oh, it's a dinosaur.
Yeah. I think that's another Hello Kitty.
But also, this is why small
character.
businesses, you need to include. I guess there's nothing in our boxes when we send things out.
What were you going to scold them for?
Like a thing in there that says who you are, because even I can't even see the return.
My stepkid loves Kuromi. It was always a character growing up. I don't know if we've talked
Never
about
seen
this.
this thing before.
No?
No.
Yeah, you have.
Nope.
You've seen it at the that store that we go to at South Center. At Westfield South Center. There's like that store that has all the anime looking stuff.
Yeah, but
You've seen her
I
there.
only know. Oh, the. I don't know.
So I feel like I've said this here before, but growing up in the early 2000s, late 90s, it wasn't cool for guys to like any sort of like anime stuff. But all the girls had all the Hello Kitty stuff, right? Oh, what do we got? We're going to take a break from my story. Depends? Are those diapers?
It's a pillow.
Oh, it looks like a diaper from this
I've
side.
been on the hunt for a new pillow. Oh my God, is this the pillow? Wait a minute.
What's the pillow? It kind of looks like a diaper from here. So explain the pillow.
Is this the TikTok pillow?
I don't know.
So there's a pillow on TikTok that everybody's trying to get me to buy.
You're going to open it right now?
I need to know.
All right, here, look.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, you opened it. Okay. Let me see that.
This isn't the brand, but I've been on the hunt for a new pillow. Been having some major neck problems, and I keep getting that stupid TikTok pillow. And I posted about it, and everyone messaged me except for 2 people and told me it sucked.
Okay.
So I didn't buy it.
So does this pillow suck? So this is the Darilla.
Okay.
For perfect sleep, you've got perfect balance.
It's got
supports spine and neck, suitable for different sleeping positions.
It's got a fluff. This is basically what's my boob's gonna look like after surgery, and then it fluffs to normal apparently.
Okay, let's see. Ergonomic support, healthy sleep. A lot of buzzwords here. 3D ergonomic contour design.
No one's getting this.
A soft facial area.
Yeah, and
neck
it's got
support.
like a weird, like it dips in.
Yeah, that's for your neck, I guess, to go down.
Oh, I'm gonna put it back here.
Shoulder fixed area.
I have a firm pillow, a very firm pillow.
Okay.
Lenny said Derulo. Jason.
All right, last one. Go for it. What?
Putting your hand out.
Well, it looks like you were handing it to me. Tacoma Swifty said, yep, I have a pillow like that, and I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to change my game. My game.
What's your game?
Sleeping.
Oh. Do we think this is a picture frame?
Oh, my God. If it's a canvas of, like, somebody's wedding, we're hanging it up. Jason Derulo.
Okay. So far, we're looking at just a cardboard box. Oh man.
They definitely, but how would they know?
So
they
we have 2 of these.
Yeah, but
Or we've had at least 2
one.
of these. So there's some catnip in there. This is a cat scratcher in the middle.
I'd rather
and a
this
very annoying toy that when Erica doesn't get what she wants, she goes over and starts spinning this thing.
And the one we have is pink, so this will like do better in the home, and I can donate the other one.
There we go.
To be honest, what's insane is that there's depends. Here's the thing. The address and return address are blacked out on the label. They like burn it so that you can't see it. They may have, I don't know if they do that or if like the post office does that. Mm-hmm. So they may have seen like, oh, this is from a pet company. Let's send it.
Maybe.
Before, like, I don't know if they categorize it.
Maybe. Well, there was Life is a Hike. Thank you very much for your subscription with Prime. Appreciate that. And don't forget, if you do, like many people, have a Prime subscription with Amazon, that includes 1 free subscription on Twitch that you can give to any creator you want. Obviously, as creators, we would appreciate it. But anyone you know that has a Twitch stream, you can take basically $2.50 that you're already paying to Amazon and siphon it off to us or to any creator. So make sure you know about that.
At no cost to you.
Let's see. Their videos, Carla Marie, according to Becky from Miami, their videos, this company, Fun Delivered, show them burning the label.
Okay.
So they know.
So they may categorize like pet, whatever.
They might. So do you think they had like a pet section and they thought like, let's take a chance here?
I'm going to message them. Maybe we can get them on the show because I would love to ask them all of our questions.
Oh, yeah. I just want to know how they accumulate all their stuff.
Yeah.
Are they porch pirates? Are they just out there snatching things off of porches? Probably not.
The last thing was a cat scratcher.
Yeah, so today we got a cat scratcher, those keychains, and the pillow. The pillow. It's easy. It's crazy how fast we forget things.
That's why giving people gifts is stupid.
Yeah. Usually, I don't remember anything I got even for this Christmas. I got my gym bag.
And your white elephant, I got the heating blanket.
Yeah.
After trading like 3 times.
Let's see. Lisa said, when you just picked up the keychain, it sounded like Pierre was in the room.
Well, he was at the door.
Yeah, he was pretty close. So, can you give me the cup? I need to figure out who this character is before we move on. I'll put it really close to the camera.
Someone said Naruto.
No, we know who.
You can't know.
You're not gonna be able to see that.
It's a dinosaur whale.
It's a white dinosaur whale looking guy. He's got a green, spiny, like a stegosaurus thing going on. So you think your sister's going to like this?
She loves Hello Kitty, and she loves stupid keychains.
Okay, well then there you go.
But I'm going to talk to Becky. Becky's going to DM me.
Well, there's two of them. Becky liked the character that was in the donut one, okay, from what I understand. Oh, Tones, use your circle to search on your Android. Let me see.
What the hell's a circle?
So I can take a picture, then circle a specific part of it, and it'll search it.
Oh, I just do Google reverse. Look up.
It's so small, it's hard to take a picture of this guy. Because
It's a small...
He's not facing me. Okay, let's try that. Okay, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah.
Lisa, I think I used to have a bigger keychain, like, in high school and stuff. And now it's, like, just the key fob. Literally that. Like, we don't even have house keys.
This specific thing came up on Etsy. Looks like it's $24.
What? Sorry, Becky. Kidding.
Animal with boba keychain. It's not giving me
They
the
probably
actual...
can't say what it is on
Oh,
Etsy.
yeah.
Hold on.
Maybe it's like a knockoff of the Hello Kitty character.
What is it called? Evil Hello Kitty?
Well, because Hello Kitty it's Sanrio is the company that makes all the characters.
Okay, so this isn't Hello Kitty. Because I looked up Evil Hello Kitty and it's like Murder Hello Kitty.
Kuromi. So this one is the one. Yeah, it's definitely a knockoff version.
Kuromi and Friends, then. Is it Melody?
I'm looking right now. I'm going to see if it doesn't come up quick. It's probably just a knockoff version of a Sanrio character. Because there's like 100 Sanrio characters. If you haven't watched the Hello Kitty episode,
it's cool.
On, what is it, Toys That Made Us?
Yes.
On Netflix. It's really good. It's really, really good. And it kind of goes to show you sometimes just like believing in your idea and not giving up on it will make you a couple $1 billion.
Then completely opposite of that, go watch The Bleeding Edge on Netflix.
The hell is that?
It's about the medical device industry and how like we put these like doctors put things in our bodies that actually haven't been through tests or human testing.
Wait, explain that. What do you mean?
So like there's a rule within the FDA that in order to get a device on the market and approved, you just have to prove that it's similar to another device out there.
Oh, so if you're not positioning it as a brand new device,
right,
the clearance is easier.
And it's much harder to get things off the market. So if device that was approved this many years ago, whatever, say it's up here, but it starts having issues, but it doesn't, like, then you get this device, oh, it's like this one, okay. And it doesn't, like, there's no going back to being like, well, this one had issues, but it doesn't matter. It's already on the market. You can still get your new one approved, even though it's like that one that is causing issues. But
so they use the old filings,
basically, and kind of like with legal court cases, but a little different. But you're like, oh, well, this is precedent.
Okay.
So, but the FDA, once they started saying, hey, these devices need to be approved before going to the market, but everything else that's been on the market prior is already grandfathered in.
Yeah.
So you have all these devices that were never tested, never done anything, that you can now say, well, my new device is like that one from the 60s. There's no, like, breast implants are on that list of they're grandfathered in because they were never really tested.
Okay, or they were tested with different requirements or something like that.
So
if I came out and I was like, oh, I made a boob implant out of marshmallows, and it's so similar to the old one that we don't need to test it. Yeah. That would be the idea.
Yes.
And that still exists.
Yes.
Oh.
And I highly recommend watching the show because I'm not fact. I'm not Bible, as they say. Not what they say. But it's crazy how, like, they're putting metal, and it's still on the market, but they're putting, like, metal hips in people, and they get violently ill and go, like, insane.
From what?
Cobalt poisoning.
So they're making the metal hips with cobalt?
I don't know. There's cobalt in it. I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. It's called The Bleeding Edge. Highly recommend. And then also watch X-Plant. That's on Paramount Plus.
You're just in
I'm taking down the whole medical industry.
Is this all that's being served to you now in your algorithm is like documentaries about medical things that have gone wrong?
Specific people told me to.
Okay.
It's in the world of boob removal.
Yeah.
These are the things people tell you to watch. And now I'm going to have the FDA knocking on my door, coming for me probably.
Do you worry, and I'm sure you'll talk to your doctor at some point about this on your boob podcast, the Boob Pod, which is not what it's called. What is it called?
My breast explant journey.
So I'm sure you'll talk to your doctor about this, but do you worry that with like Facebook groups, right? Because those are huge in the boob explant community, women talking about their issues. Do you worry that there are a couple like nut jobs in there that might be just giving you crazy advice?
No one's really giving advice.
Okay.
It's more of like, this is happening to me. Is this what happened to you? Or just had my surgery, need some prayers or stuff like that. Or, hey, I just found this group. This is what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
No one, like every person will come and ask your doctor. Like if people post questions for, hey, I just had surgery. Can I start doing this? I started doing this at X time, but you have to ask your doctor. Everyone's like, there's so much of like, don't ask this group for that. It's more of like support and to make sure you're not going absolutely insane.
So you can say, hey, I got my boobs in 3 years ago and now I'm feeling like this. Has anyone else had these symptoms?
And every,
right?
and every post has to be like approved by the admin.
Oh, that's good.
Like I posted yesterday, I don't know if it's in there yet, asking how long, I said, I'm going to ask my surgeon, but I'm curious how you guys were. Post explant, did any of you ride bikes?
Okay.
And I'm curious to see what different women say.
Because I know even with like weightlifting or strength training communities, right? It's a very quick turn from here are some anecdotes or here's new research. It's a very quick turn from that, like honest and well-intentioned, to like Goop and Joe Rogan.
Yes.
Right? Like you can, it's not that hard of a deviation.
But sunning your
butthole.
So
that's what worries me. And that's not to say that Goop and Joe Rogan have never come up with anything substantial
like
either.
Like sunning your butthole.
But, listen, the sun is a powerful tool, right? So maybe getting a little bit of a sprinkle of sunshine on your butthole is a good thing.
We're
I don't know.
We're going to be the first generation of people that have skin cancer on our buttholes.
Are you supposed to lotion it before you sun it?
Nope. I caught Caroline.
How long are you supposed to sun your butthole?
I don't know. I caught Caroline sitting in the window licking her leg up, but it was just, I have a photo. It's just her butthole's in the sun. It's my favorite.
Let's see. Lenny from Queens said parenting groups are the same. Either people are asking medical advice or people deviate from the original advice. And that's the danger with any online community, right?
I think the worst kind of group is probably a parenting group before anything.
Yeah. Well, there's also so many different theories, and it's like impossible to prove any one parenting idea over another, right? There's almost no way to prove them in a scientific sense with a control and, the variables and whatnot, because what is a control group in parenting?
There isn't.
There isn't, because there are so many different differentiating factors.
Yeah.
And it's funny, much like entertainment, honestly. One of the good things about the internet is it has removed a lot of the legacy gatekeepers, right? Like back in the day, if you wanted to be a musical artist, for example, let's go way back in the day, 40s, 50s.
You got to sleep with the record
exactly.
label.
If you were a woman and you wanted to be in that industry,
you literally had to.
Yeah, like they were going to take advantage of you somehow. Now, those gatekeepers are gone. Theoretically, or hopefully. And you can put your music up online, and if it pops, and it's great. But sometimes you go, oh, there should have been a gatekeeper for this. There should have been someone with some sort of system.
Not so much in music.
I think in music, we're going to start seeing, you're starting to see it with artist interviews and the way artists kind of conduct themselves in public. There used to be teams that would go to people and be like, hey, you probably shouldn't post this, or
but
I think part of it, I'm not saying that the artists should be muted or censored, but when you're a really young artist, there should be an adult that helps you navigate that system so that you're not taken advantage of in a modern way, right? Because now, back then, you'd be taken advantage of not only with your music rights but probably physically taken advantage of too. Today, there are artists out there who are signing terrible deals and losing all of their rights to their material. And they end up having 1 billion streams and also being poor, right? So that's one of the things in entertainment and in science where it's good that some of these gatekeepers are being removed, but there's now no structure to anything. So there's no checks and balances either, right? We're in this weird space between the two. Let's see. We're going to snooze this. Oh, I can't snooze it.
Why? I
don't know. That is weird. But we do have, let's take this break right now because I do want to come back, talk about the WNBA, and then Carla Marie.
I'm going to get it ready.
Wrote, "This is ballsy."
Ballsy.
On today's list, and I don't even know what that means. So we will get into that in a second. Polar. There we go. Bree, you and I, same wavelength.
Sorry, Bree.
Is LARP a real word?
Yes. Oh, someone try it.
Ooh, I got one. Hold on. No one do it.
How do I... Wait, is LARP not? Anthony.
What? I can't click. There we go.
You have to... Dana beat you.
Dana got me by a second.
Go back. I want to see something. Is LARP not a word? People are trying it?
I guess.
How does no one start with an L? Someone's got to start with an A.
Oh, wait. What about... Oh.
You never hit exclamation point play. So your words aren't counting.
Oh, true.
And scroll down.
Oh, Pulp. It's a good one. Oh, we're so close.
There's gotta be something with an A.
We're never going to know. Oh. I missed just one. 13 out of 14 words. Man. It's a tough life, you know? It's a tough, tough life. But here we are. Let's jump back into the scene. Give me one moment here. Where is it? I like this one. I like this new scene we've got here. I think we should start using it more often.
It looks fine.
This is what we used yesterday. All right. Perfect. Carla Marie.
I love my new back pillow.
Has it fluffed up? Are you not supposed to be on it at all so that it like
I'm not
expands?
really leaning on it, but
it's supposed to expand without you putting any pressure on it. Toss it on top of the radio over there. Yeah, but then you're going to ruin it for the future, you know? A little sacrifice now, delayed gratification, Carla Marie. That's what life is all about.
I don't live like that.
You definitely do not live like that. So, the WNBA draft went down yesterday, and I will say that there was a combination of things that happened last year that got me more into women's basketball. Mm-hmm. The first one was the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark rivalry that happened in the national championship game. The whole, the crap talking, which I love. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Then, when I was supposed to play in the charity basketball game here in Seattle.
Charity as in you were the charity case.
Yeah, it was my Make-A-Wish. That's what I had.
You tore your Achilles and you got to make a wish.
So, I was supposed to play in this game. Obviously, I tore my Achilles. I was on the sideline the whole time. But I got to meet Cameron Brink, who I didn't even know existed before that game.
She was so nice.
She was so nice. Not only that, though, she was so good. I mean, there were guys, Isaiah Thomas and Jamal Crawford were on my team. And when they were on the bench, they were watching her play going, man, she can ball.
Yeah.
And she was going up like into the chest of these dudes and just knocking down shots from everywhere.
She was like, oh yeah, you know.
And she was clearly having a good time, too.
Yo, after she's done in the WNBA, she's going to be a model.
Possibly. She's what, like 6'3", something like that? How tall is Cameron Brink?
Looked so good last night.
But last night was the WNBA draft, and I was following it probably more intently now because of last year and because of the NCAA tournament this year. Caitlin Clark goes number 1 overall. Cameron Brink goes number 2 overall to LA. And I now can say that I played basketball, stood next to someone playing basketball who is now a number 2 overall pick in their draft. It's
I wonder
pretty cool.
if she's going to come back this year.
Let's see. How tall is she? Cameron Brink. Is she over 6 feet? She's got to be, right? 6'4".
Damn.
Allegedly born in Princeton, New Jersey, but did not grow up in New Jersey.
No.
Looks like she grew up in California. So I don't know what she was doing in that charity game last year, the Champions of Change game.
She must have some sort of connection.
Maybe. Diva Woman, good morning. So one of the things that you brought up, Carla Marie, was apparently like there was something about Prada and Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark was the first NBA or WNBA player to wear Prada to a draft because the Prada doesn't dress. I don't think they normally dress athletes. I don't know what happens with the NFL draft, but like on the fashion side of things, which you probably don't pay attention to, there's always like people are dressed by certain designers for these things.
Is this newer?
No, and it's a thing in the fashion world. But when it comes to Prada, they never get involved in sports. And she was the first person to wear Prada to a draft, is what I got out of that.
Yeah, Jen was saying they basically had a fashion show last night and everyone looked great.
So, this is what I was saying. It's going to start superficial, but then get, like, non.
Okay.
For me, it's so cool to see, like, these women, because I'm like, oh, they look so good. Like, I see guys in their suits at the NBA draft, and, like, they look great.
Yeah.
But I can relate to this. That is a body that, with parts that I also have.
Yeah.
So I can relate to the women being dressed up, and I was like, so more into, what did they wear? Because I care about that and I can relate to it.
I will say you definitely saw a lot more leg and a lot more boobie than you normally would at an NBA draft.
Yes.
But like Cameron Brink's whole leg.
I have so many questions how she pulled that off.
Yeah.
How did she sit down? No way.
I don't know.
There's no way. She must have been standing the whole time.
You got me.
Like what?
They got tablecloths.
She couldn't have been wearing underwear.
No, she had to be. You think she was just letting it loose?
Was it only on one side of her body?
What do you mean, the underwear?
Where was it going?
Here, I'll pull up a picture so people know what we're talking about. You continue.
This is like not in a creepy way. This is a functional question. But I was trying to put into words to explain to Anthony last night how seeing these women get the accolades that they deserve and seeing them put on this pedestal and just the WNBA and all the marketing of this past year and 2 years in general has made me, an adult female, become more of a fan or just a fan in general. That I can't imagine what it's like to be an 8-year-old girl right now living in this world. I'll never get it. And I'm envious but so excited about it that I could cry. Because being a kid in the 90s was still awesome, right? Like being a girl, you had the Spice Girls, and yes, we were that first generation of women that were told we could be whatever we wanted to be, but also there was so much systemic shitstorm still happening to us. The women know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That now, like, these girls don't have that. And JWoww, I was listening to her in a podcast, and she talks about how she took her daughter to the Barbie movie. And I think she's 10. And she said there were so many things that her daughter just didn't understand. It wasn't that it was for adults. It was that, this doesn't happen to me in my life.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Where it did happen to us when we were little girls. And she's like, this is how I know I am raising this generation right.
Yeah.
And just the WNBA in general, it just makes me emotional because these girls growing up now, this is their norm. The same as this WNBA class, they grew up with the WNBA existing.
Yeah, that's
been around
cool
for
thing.
26 years.
They don't know a world where this didn't exist, which is kind of crazy to think of.
But like, I'm so like, I hope these little shits don't take it for granted.
Let me put this on the screen real quick. So this is what we're talking about with what Cameron Brink wore yesterday. So it's
gotta be super high underwear.
A lot of leg.
Yeah.
But she looked awesome. I'm not saying a lot of leg in a bad way.
No, I love it.
You also would. I hope one day we see that on the NBA.
If you were being drafted, we probably would.
I'd wear some shorts. It wouldn't be that high up my hip. But I'd get my 4-inch inseam. Get that going.
So they're probably like super high waisted underwear.
Maybe, or
because wasn't it open up higher? Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Because they have the underwear now that goes like this.
Yeah, kind of like the new tracksuit that, who was it? The Nike revealed for the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
They got a lot of crap for it. Did you look at those?
A little bit, and I saw them, and it's like, well, that doesn't seem like it's fun to run in.
The one that got a lot of attention. Now, I'll pull that up as well if you want to see it. So Nike's getting a lot of crap, and I'm going to explain why it's probably not as bad as people think it is.
Well, because men normally run like Speedos.
Well, not even that. Let's see, Olympics.
The colorway was cool.
So this is what people are putting side by side.
Okay, no, it is bad. I didn't see this.
So let me explain, though.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you explain.
Oh, it's still on the screen.
Why that's not bad.
Well, no. The design, I can't imagine running in it. And a lot of people are saying they can't imagine running in it. But what's being taken slightly out of context is that is one of like 30 options that they can choose from. No one's being forced to wear
that.
And according to Nike, at least, the statement as it stands right now is that they had runners' input into all of the uniforms.
Allegedly.
On both the men's and women's side.
Okay.
I don't know if that's 100% true.
But I'm telling you right now, where that cut is, if women run in that, you will see vagina lips out on the track.
Listen.
There's no way.
I get it. All I'm saying.
I wouldn't even be running that fast and it would happen.
I don't know how many women are going to wear it.
Can you go back? I need to know the inches.
The inches. Where was that actually? Which list was that on?
Just
there it is.
That's like 2 inches.
Yeah, it's not a lot of material, but that's kind of the underwear you were talking about, right? That kind of like goes up.
But even high. Yes, goes up the middle.
No, but here's the thing. The women, I believe, can also wear all of the men's options as well. And theoretically, the men can wear the women's options. I just don't know if any ball sack is fitting in that there. And if it does fit, I don't know if that's what you would be advertising. I
would love if one of the men was just like, I'm going to wear the women's one. And then their things flopping around the 400 meter.
Listen, wear what you want to wear. I think you can be mad about that specific piece.
But there are other options.
But you have to you have to be mad kind of in context, right? Like, that is one of many options that any of these women can choose to wear at their will. And you know what? If they choose to wear that one, God bless them. That was their choice, and there was an option that they appreciated.
The only way you can wear that is if you are a Barbie doll.
I'm wondering what event.
Because even like if you're Jav.
Yeah, the Jav's the worst because you got to do the side shuffle kind of thing, the crossover steps.
You can't run in that. Long jump.
I can't imagine a sprint race because you've got to get down into the blocks, right?
Yeah, but
you're like bent over.
And long jump, you're going to have a chicken cutlet.
Yeah, long jump I wouldn't do. Long jump, triple jump, those are out.
That was also, there would be days when if you didn't wear spandex to practice in high school, you're like, I'm not long jumping.
What about pole vault?
No.
Because you're just running a straight line. Your legs are supposed to stay together.
Maybe.
Pole vault.
It could be an epic disaster.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, you're allowed to make whatever decision you want and feel however you feel about that uniform, as long as you understand it in the greater context.
Because if you go to do the pole, right, and then you jump and you feel a lip pop out, you then can't fix it. It's not like if you're like jumping, you can maybe grab it. You can't fix it. You're midair on a pole.
Yeah, once you're up in the pole vault. That's it. Once you are up, you're up. I messed up this whole screen. Hold on. Let me put this back. Oh, damn it. There we go. Now it's back. I can put this on. Okay. I like this view more right now. It's easier for me to read the chat on this screen than it is on the sideways screen. I
haven't seen the chat in ages.
In ages. Let's go back to the list real quick, though. This is ballsy. Speaking of cutouts and interesting, fashion choices. What do you have, Carla?
So, does everyone know what, it's not a buy nothing group. So there's on Facebook, there are these groups you can be a part of for your area. Stop reading it. I saw you.
I was reading our chat.
Nah, you were looking over here.
No, I really wasn't.
Okay. So there are Facebook groups for different areas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in one for Ballard. I'm in the one that's buy nothing, and you're strictly just trading things or offering up things for free. Or if you're looking for something, hey, I'm in search of a cat tree. If anyone's getting rid of one, let me know. There's also ones that are called like happenings, and it's just updates of what's going on in your area. So there's one in my hometown in New Jersey called North Arlington Happenings.
Okay.
So it's just like local people, just community asking questions.
And North Arlington, for people who are unfamiliar, very small town.
Square mile.
Yeah.
More dead people than alive, at least when I was a kid, because the cemetery.
Yeah. And the river.
And the river, for sure. So someone was asking a question about traveling and travel agents in this group. Okay. Just, hey, how does this work? Like, I've never used a travel agent. Great question to ask to your local friends. Someone comments under this and says,
is it your mom?
No.
Okay.
Anyone have points on their credit card I can use to go see my grandson in North Carolina for his 6th birthday mid-April?
Did anyone respond?
No.
Bold.
Ballsy.
That's a bold request. I like it, though. I like the move.
I'm sorry. No. I spent all my money for these damn credit card points, bitch. Do you know how much expensive it is to travel?
But listen, there are a lot of people who might run a business, right? You put everything, run it through a credit card, you get a ton of points. Maybe there was someone feeling charitable. You would never know until you ask, Carla Marie.
Okay, and I did say that to my family because my sister sent me the screenshot, and I was like, Yeah, but you know what? Good on her for asking. But there will be people you do ISO, which is in search of.
Yeah.
In the Buy Nothing groups. And in Seattle, it's like in search of Ziploc bags, in search of zip ties. Like, it's never anything crazy. It's just things you don't want to, like, I don't need to go waste my money on this. If someone has them laying around, whatever. In the North Arlington one, it's like in search of 60-inch flat screen TV. I swear to God. It's like, I had to throw out my mom's old TV in her home. I'm looking for a flat screen.
But I actually like that because there are people who might have a TV just sitting in storage, right? Maybe they upgraded their TV. They didn't want to throw it out because the old one was working fine. Who knows?
Lenny,
I kind of like it.
I have to disagree with Lenny.
What do you say?
How is it any different than a GoFundMe or people's car fund or honeymoon fund? I don't know what a car fund is, but honeymoon fund is normally that is the gift you are giving someone for getting married or their bridal shower.
But he's saying, I think, in regards to just asking strangers for anything,
but
right?
You're not honeymoon fund. You're not asking strangers.
But when people have like their Venmo on the back of their car, just married on our honeymoon, Venmo.
It is different.
I don't think it's different.
No.
I think you're still out there.
It is so different.
You're still out there with your guitar case just on the street corner, the digital street corner, just playing for money. I don't think it is. I think, first off, you're never going to know until you ask.
I think it's different. How is it any different than being like, oh, buy my Girl Scout cookies then?
People do that.
No, and so you're telling me this woman asking for credit card points from other people is the same as Girl Scout cookies? Credit
card points are a currency.
No.
Yes.
Answer my question.
No. Yes. We have to go back. So asking strangers for any form of currency for your own benefit is all the same.
Okay. So it is the same thing then. This woman asking for someone's credit card points to take a round trip flight from New Jersey to North Carolina is the same as Girl Scouts selling cookies.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Why not? I'm not saying that I would give her my credit card points. I'm also not saying that I would ask for the same thing.
Yeah.
But a stranger going online, asking essentially for a handout in the form of currency, it's all the same. Right? When you were going up to strangers in middle school or whatever, selling magazines or whatever thing we were selling at the time, there were prizes for us.
Yeah, but you're getting something. Yes, but also that person is getting a magazine in return. I'm getting nothing from sending this lady to North Carolina.
Maybe you're on your deathbed and you've got 1 million credit card points or travel points.
Yes, maybe. Again, I said it. Good for her for asking. It's just ballsy.
It is absolutely ballsy. It is absolutely ballsy. It's definitely a Jersey grandmother kind of move. Because she's a grandmother, right? She's going to see her grandson.
She doesn't look old.
I mean, your sister's her grandma.
That's true.
She's not super old or anything, right? So it's possible.
Yeah.
How old was your mom when she became 44. A grandma? Exactly.
Mima 44 was her email. That's why I remember.
That's funny. So, I mean, you could be a grandma.
Actually.
Isn't Lauren Boebert a grandma?
Take that back. Hold on. Was that just when she made her email?
So she may have been a grandma younger. Well, how old was she when she had?
43. She turned 44 the next month. That makes sense.
Okay.
Maybe. No, 43. 43. 42 turned 43.
Hold on one moment.
What happened? Something went wrong?
I think we have a voice call. But,
What? Well, we can do it on here.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, where'd it go?
Well, I have to put Do Not Disturb on because no one in my family knows what.
That's right. It may have been a spam call. I couldn't see it fully. I do think that it's ballsy that this woman went out, asked for some strangers' credit card points, and we have no follow up. We have no idea if she made it.
No, I could. Mid-April, she'd be there now.
Man, I hope someone popped in and said, you know what? How many points could that flight? Where'd she go? North Carolina?
From New Jersey.
Not a long flight. Probably 10 to 20,000 points, depending on your credit card. You can, depending on your credit card and your spending habits, you can get that 10, 20,000 points pretty easily.
and then I can go on a nice trip for myself.
But what if you don't have time? What if they expire? What if you just want to be a nice person? You know?
Do not get a credit card that has points that expire.
Yeah, my points definitely don't.
Wait, there was a funny message that I saw and I wanted to read. How do I?
Run Like Husky said, I have a solid only donate to help animals rule. That way I know I'm not getting grifted.
That's fair.
Yeah, but people will use animals to grift people too.
Not to rescues. Gabby said, I just saw a post the other day that said, just moved into the area and this is what I'm looking for my apartment. And then that person listed everything they needed and someone commented, looks like you need to get shopping.
But I actually love that, right? Hey, I'm in a new place. These are the things that I am eventually going to be looking for. If you happen to be giving one of these things away, I'd gladly take it off your hands. I think the way you position it and the way you request it, I think the wording has to be very specific. Mm-hmm. Like, I think you almost have to start with, I know this is crazy, or this may seem like a lot, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Right? I will say that similar to that is the bachelorette party drinks. Obviously similar to this woman asking for a bachelorette party Venmo.
Okay.
But not Girl Scouts.
But hear me out. Isn't it better to send a grandma to go see her grandchild than to buy some random women a drink that you're never going to see? Right?
But
so why is the bachelorette party Venmo better?
Because I didn't say it was better. I said it's on par.
Okay.
However, a bachelorette party Venmo is like, here's $5. Goodbye. This woman needs a whole round trip flight. That's hundreds of dollars.
Not really.
No, it is.
It's free money.
It's points. But
it's points.
Hundreds of dollars worth of points.
Yes. I get that. I don't know.
You just said points are currency 5 minutes ago.
But it's a gifted currency. Huh? Right? Like you spend money, you get this gift in return to use on flights.
Great. Are you just arguing with me to be on the other side?
No. I'm just saying I actually more and more am loving that this woman did it. And
I love it for my own entertainment.
I'm on her side.
Ballsy.
What else do you have, Carla Marie?
I got a styrofoam cooler from a Buy Nothing group.
Okay. For what?
Well, it was to build a cat hut, but it was too small, so now it's just sitting in our yard.
So are you going to put it back on?
No, I'm going to do it to Ridwell and donate it for styrofoam because I don't trust you.
What do you mean styrofoam donation? Like to recycle it?
Recycle it.
Oh, okay.
Properly. Because styrofoam is one of the worst things for the planet.
How do they recycle it? Just like press it into new styrofoam?
Probably.
I have no idea what the process to make styrofoam is. I should probably learn.
Oh, Lisa, great point. You can use points, depending on your card, towards your card balance or for Amazon purchases, which is great.
And I'm not saying anyone owes this grandma their points, but if someone's got a ton of points, like I know my mom will use her points that she has accrued over the years for family members, right? She buys a ton of people flights because my parents have run their own businesses. To help pay for college, they used credit cards.
And then you get so many points.
And she got so many. I mean, she was at like hundreds of thousands of points.
We both paid our taxes with credit card. There's a fee, but...
Yeah, but I paid like, I don't know, it's a 1% fee or something.
The fee is worth it because I just probably got a round trip flight to New Jersey.
Yeah.
For that cost of that fee.
Yeah.
And that fee, depending, there's a caveat, but I believe the fee is tax credit, not credit, write-off.
Exempt?
Next year.
Tax deductible?
Tax deductible next year.
And listen, at the end of the day, we have to do our part, right? These big banks, they've got a tough life. And we need to make sure that we support them. You know? It is tough out here being a multi-billion-dollar bank.
Lisa said, I saw a post on our North Plainfield, New Jersey community group asking if anyone would drive them to the airport. No thanks.
But why not? Maybe you're bored. I think this is a great space for retired people, right? Like retired people, there is some evidence to show that if you are retired, older, and don't have anything to kind of occupy your time, you pass away earlier, right?
I'm looking to see if there's anything.
So maybe we could put Uber out of business by just working with old people and saying, hey, if you're bored, maybe you could drive some people to the airport. What are you looking for now?
Well, I was just going into the Facebook group. in Seattle to see if anything was happening.
Oh, Heather on Long Island brings up a good point. She said, or if you're already going to the airport, you could split the gas and tolls.
That'd be great.
And parking, maybe, if that's what you're doing. Makes sense.
But then I got to come back with them. Anybody have a tape measure they're looking for? That's a great one.
Yeah. I feel like a tape measure is something that you also, a lot of homes end up with multiple tape measures.
What about like food, gifting, pastries from the last week? Are they open?
Is that for like a charity of some sort? Or someone's just hungry? What are you saying?
They were gifting in the Buy Nothing
group.
I
thought someone was asking like, hey, we got some food? I thought that's what you were saying.
Hey, I don't have time to make dinner tonight. Anyone have a buffalo chicken wrap?
How great would that be? Anyone got some leftovers they're trying to get rid of?
Wait, oh my God. Is it gone? This is a great bookshelf. It says it's wobbly, but...
It's a good bookshelf. It's like your standard IKEA looking bookshelf, right?
So I tinted my eyebrows wrong. Whatever mistakes were made. Does someone have temporary dark brown color conditioner? It's not coming off of my face. Please help.
Let me see. Is this real? I tinted my eyebrows using the wrong whatever mistakes were made. Oh, man, that's great. Except I need it tonight. Listen, that's an emergency.
Wait,
you got to go to the store, friend.
Megan said, my sister posted one of our best friends to her Mommy Swap local group to see if they had any single men looking to avoid dating apps. She got 9 potentials in less than 2 days.
That's awesome.
That's a great game show.
Is Mommy Swap like you're swapping...
like kid things, mom things. Like
so like, I'm a mom. I have this crib that I don't need anymore.
Yeah.
Here, okay. I guess you can also go in and say, hey, I got a friend who needs a date.
Is anyone getting rid of a toaster oven?
But it goes back to how we started the day with what was up there? Oh, your boob community.
Yeah.
And how sometimes online communities can be great, and sometimes they can go a little left, you know?
This person, ask. So ask is what you put if you're asking for something, or ISO in search of. Ask. Got a tennis racket collecting dust? I will play with it.
That's great. There was a tennis racket we finally, I think, either donated or threw out at my parents' house that was sitting in our shed for like years.
You have to keep it.
I would have loved.
You never know.
What you got in your tooth there?
I don't know. Something was hurting. It was hurting, and I was touching it.
Yeah, Mommy Swap sounded like an interesting group that I would have joined.
Sounds like a dirty little secret name.
Yeah.
I'm all for these groups. I can't tell you the amount of things I've put in here because yes, I'll bring so much to Goodwill. I bring so much to Mary's Place, which is for normally just women and children who a lot of them have left domestic violence situations. Like I pick and choose where certain things go based on what I think that they need. We also bring a lot of stuff to Out of the Closet. It's a really cool place here that will thrift. It's like a thrift store, but in the back, it's a pharmacy, and they do HIV testing. You can pick up HIV medication there. It's amazing. Yeah. So we pick different things, but sometimes I'm like, this is a weird thing to donate. Someone in this group is going to want it. I actually have something I got to drop off.
Sometimes, like, I have a vase. Like, I'm not just going to take one vase, drive all the way to Capitol Hill and drop this off. There was, Mergen, 1990. This also just literally happened.
The dating guy.
And honestly, it seems like a good idea. Moms, sisters, and female friends putting their male friends out there. So this is the dating thing you were talking about.
Imagine. You have to be like, how'd you meet?
Well, my problem, right, if someone came to me from their Facebook group, right, and I was single, and they said, hey, there's this cute, recently divorced woman in our Facebook group that was asking if anyone knows some, like, decent men to speak to.
Yeah.
And my friend comes up to me and says, I think you're a decent person. I think you'd be a good match. My problem with it, and the reason I would most likely say no, unless this woman was an absolute smoke show, is I don't need that pressure, right? I don't need...
Because the whole Facebook group now is like, what happened?
I don't want the weight of this entire female Facebook group judging how I act in this relationship.
And they'd probably conduct seances and stuff.
Because, listen, relationships and dating, it's all weird to begin with. But I know for a fact
You don't piss off.
This group is only going to get one side of the story.
Mm-hmm. Then you're going to end up in the don't date this guy group.
Exactly.
You're going to be all over the Facebooks.
Very quickly. I'll go from the mommy swap, whatever, to this man's an awful human, don't date him.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Right? It sounds like a them problem.
Lisa said, we need a weekly segment this week in your community, and we all send funny screenshots. That'd be great. You guys. Go for it.
We can definitely do that. I think the most awkward part, this is according to Mergen, about the dating in the friends group.
The guide that they offered up.
Yeah. I think the most awkward part is that my friend is a dentist, and she is the dentist of some of the women in the group.
She or he?
This is she, right?
Oh, wait. So this is separate of the dating?
Maybe. Let's see. My parenting group has been doing that so often, setting up brothers, cousins, etc.
Wait, this is a great one. Does anyone have extra?
It happened. Oh, sorry. Lenny said that the dating thing happened so often in his parenting group that they made a spin-off group that I guess is just dedicated to setting people up.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
Someone said, does anyone have extra space in their Ridwell box this week? Ridwell is the recycle service that you could pay for and you can recycle random things. Mm-hmm. That's a good question because
Are you not allowed to put a certain amount of things in there?
Well, if you skip a week because someone forgot to put the bags in there, it gets a little crowded.
Gotcha. Ridwell is a really cool service, by the way. It's not in every city yet. I think it's in like 4 cities. But basically, you pay for it yourself. It's what, like $15 a month?
10 or 15.
Something
There's different tiers.
And it's an add-on so that you can actually recycle things that normally can't go into your municipal recycling.
Mm-hmm. Like old plastic bags.
Or what they also do is they redirect things to the proper donation groups.
Yeah, so
right? Because if you have one of an item, sometimes you can't donate that one thing on your own. But there are organizations that will collect massive amounts of that same item and send them off to donation or recycling units.
This last one was extra like tote bags, and they went to like the food banks that need them. So they'll make sure that they separate them and go to food banks so that when they're gifting out food to people, they have these bags. Yeah. The one before that I did was...
Which reduces the cost for the food bank, right? They don't have to provide it, and it reduces the amount of new bags we're making. Mm-hmm. It's great.
It was like jewelry, shoes, accessories, like women stuff, and it went to girls going to the prom that needed stuff. Mm-hmm. So that was a good one. This next one is pet supplies, and I have to look to see where it's going, but it's like food, collars, all that stuff. Yeah.
Also, you mentioned jewelry. If you are someone who has been hanging on to maybe like estate jewelry that you really don't like, but it was gifted to you or something, maybe someone died and you got it, it was passed down and you don't really like it. Now is the time to find all of that gold and sell it because gold is at an all-time high. So if you want some extra cash and you got some gold laying around, most jewelers shop around a little bit because some people will try to rip you off and give you way less than you should get for it. But most jewelers will test and buy your jewelry. If you want some extra cash, now is the time to do that. It has literally never been as expensive as it is right now.
Yeah.
So check that out. We do have to get out of here. There are some things we got to get into today. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this morning. We appreciate that. Don't forget, there are new episodes of the Morning Show podcast available wherever you get your shows. And tomorrow, Carla Marie, is Wednesday.
Oh, man.
Do you have another boobie?
I do.
Is another boobie popping out?
A new boob episode is going to be on the feed. I need to edit it and get it ready to go today.
Can I have my...
I can hit stop.
Can I get the remote?
I can do it.
Okay, well, I got to press some buttons first.
Wait. What buttons are you going to hit?
I'm going to hit this one.
And now I got to hit stop streaming.
Yeah.
Right now?
Sure.
What about now? Stop streaming now?